Welcome back to Raising Real Estate Standards, where we talk everything real estate. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
Doing fantastic. Today we're going to kind of dive into a really, really fun topic that everybody in business and in life like to talk about, and that is accountability.
Yeah, everybody loves accountability until they get it.
Yes, absolutely. Bring me accountability. I'm ready to raise my game. Oh my God, you're holding me accountable. Go away.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about accountability. What does it mean?
Okay, so let's define it. When I was 10 years old, I defined accountability as, okay, who are we blaming for the decisions we made when we screwed up? For instance, I was accountable for hosting an indoor full contact football game in a bonus room that ended up with a hole in the wall. That's you are accountable for that. So as we've grown, accountability has kind of taken on a different meaning. In my mind, it's really more about, not necessarily the blame, kind of that we talk, the blaming of things. That's kind of on the back end. Something happened and we held someone accountable for the back end and we blamed them. Now as we've grown and have been in business and have a little bit of life experience, to me, accountability is really on the front end. It's being responsible for your behaviors, your actions, the things that you like to do, and pushing forward with your vision and your goals to achieve them, and being able to reach those and do what you said you were going to do.
Yeah, so this is Merriam-Webster's definition of accountability, and I really like it. An obligation or willingness to accept responsibility for one's actions.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, spot on. So the thing that really kind of comes out of that for me is accepting responsibility. That's the biggest piece of it. That really is the biggest piece of accountability, is accepting responsibility. So why do you need this accountability? What's the reason for it? So, one of the things is, like you mentioned, so there's less blame to go around. Accountability starts with, what can I do? And if you're focused on actions and they're not being performed, but you're looking at it from the lens of what can I do, then you're not lashing out or blaming others for something not happening.
Absolutely. Kind of take a step back. To me, there are two types of accountability. There are personal accountability or internal accountability. That's yourself, by yourself, holding yourself accountable. And then there's external accountability. That's, others that are helping you in your quest to achieve your dreams. The first thing that has to happen is you have to be personally accountable yourself, period. Mm-hmm. There's a quote that I'm reading. Will Craig said, "Accountability is the glue that bonds commitment to results." Mm-hmm. So as you set your goals, as you were looking at your vision, as you were diving into what you wanted to achieve, whether it be business or personal, you had a commitment to yourself. Okay, and a commitment is just that. Hey, I want to achieve X. I want to sell $10 million in real estate next year. That's the commitment. And I'm committed to doing these activities that I know will get me there. That's a snapshot in time. I'm committed to doing that. Accountability is making sure that you're doing those things, and that's the most important thing, because without that, the day goes by. We've talked about this in other podcasts. Days go by, time goes by, and your commitment kind of drifts. Mm-hmm. And the accountability to be able to hold your commitment together is the glue that's going to get those results.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so if you don't have the accountability, you can. What's the quote? A goal is just a dream without the action, without accountability.
Yep.
So really, when you put that goal in place, unless you have the steps in the plan to get there, and then the push. The accountability is the push. Then yeah, that's what happens, because naturally, like you said, as time goes on, there is a natural waning to pull yourself away from the actions, but there's also a discomfort. That's really where the accountability comes in. It's okay. I like doing this. I like doing these action steps. I'm going to work out. I'm going to work out for a week, and my goal is to have 6-pack abs. And then the second week, I'm like, man, this hurts. I don't want to do this anymore. Where the accountability comes in is, hey, I need somebody to push me through that discomfort.
Absolutely. So you mentioned, okay, so someone's pushing you. So let's talk about, where are we going to get accountability from? Our listeners are primarily a lot in the business world. We do a lot of real estate. So as a professional, where am I going to get my accountability? I know what I want. I know what my dreams are. I know what my vision is. How am I going to be held accountable? Who's going to help me?
So there's a couple things. First of all, where you can start first is personally, like yourself. There's personal discipline that you have that you can hold yourself accountable. Now, some people have a little bit more than others, but that's where you can start. Secondly, you can find these accountability partners. If there's peers in what you're doing, like in our business, you have a real estate agent that's doing a really, really good job, and you really want to kind of look at them as a place where you want to go. Well, maybe that could be an accountability partner for you, because you can just ask them, hey, can you hold me accountable? I want to do these action steps. Can you follow up with me about doing these action steps? Because I want to be like you from that standpoint.
Absolutely.
Other things is you can get a coach.
Yep.
You and I have a coach.
Mm-hmm. We do. And prior to us really formalizing that relationship, we were kind of sporadic in our what we were doing on a daily basis. We would sometimes do what we were supposed to do, and then other times we would get tied down with unproductive activities, and things that were not, that should not have been a top priority, but rose to priority because they were easy.
Yep.
And a coach kind of, you in your relationship with the coach, they know what your dreams are. They know what your aspirations are. They know what you need to do because you told them what you need to do to achieve those. They just remind you. They remind you every day. Have you done this? Have you done that? And hopefully along the way, this coach is not only reminding you of these things, they're helping inspire you of why and reminding you why you want to do these things.
Yeah, I want to go back to the personal aspect of things too. When you have that coach or that accountability partner, you as a person who are looking for accountability has to be open to accountability.
That's right.
So, not everybody is going to be on you all the time like a coach would be in a sporting event, like a basketball coach or a football coach. Give me your best, give me your best. But the intention is there, and that's what they're looking to do. So you've got to be open and willing to take some of that as well. You've got to be open to, oh, junk, I didn't get this done. Absolutely. What's the responsibility, or what's the consequences to not doing what I was supposed to do?
Absolutely. As if you're a teacher or you're looking to be taught, the first thing, as you said, is you have to open yourself up and have a commitment to learning, to hearing someone's critiques, internalizing them, and then turning around and making things better. Because until that point, there really is no teacher, because there's no student, period. I was listening to a podcast this past week, probably a week or two ago, and in the podcast, it wasn't really drilled into, but there was a statement that said, talented people seek accountability. Now, take that back. It's a very simple statement, but it's a very deep and profound statement. It kind of goes back to what you're saying. Talented people seek accountability. What does that mean to you?
The first thing I think of is efficiency. So talented people, you only have so much time to do what you need to do to get where you need to be. And and talented people are going to make the most of that time. So efficiency is what it is. You're looking for accountability because you want to be the most efficient you can with your time, and the accountability is going to get you there. It's gonna make you more efficient with your time. Even the personal accountability. Let's say, my mind wanders over here and I'm on social media now because I just got away. I just was tired of doing what I was doing. My personal accountability is gonna go, what's going on here? Why are you on social media? It's gonna pull me back.
That's right. 3 hours on TikTok is not gonna get you where you need to go.
Right, exactly. So that's what I think of with that quote, is just being more efficient with your time gets you to that place. So the talented person, even though they had the talent inside of them, they were not the quote unquote talented person that they are without that accountability and without going through the steps to get there.
Sure, I completely agree. And one of the things that I think of when I hear that, there's a lot of talented people out there in business, in athletics, in whatever, speaking. There's a lot of talented people in this world. I take it a step forward, and to me, let's take it to success. To me, successful, talented people have accountability in their lives, because by themselves or by itself, talent doesn't get you there. You can look at anything, anybody that's successful, and you can go back and drill in, and they have a mentor, they have a coach, they have somebody that's pushing them to be able to be better than they imagine they could be, even as a super talented person. And so that's one of the things that kind of I see, and I think you're seeing people in our business starting to open up to that because they've gotten to where they are, which let's call it a average to good producing person, and they want to get to the next level, and they've struggled to get there. They've just people that have just floated along, done the same thing for 2, 3, 4, 5 years need that additional help. And so I encourage you, if that's you, if you are that person that has a great a great business, but yet you're just not meeting that internal need of growth and taking it to the next level, I encourage you to find some accountability, find some different perspectives that's going to help you grow your business to where you want it to be.
Yeah, the word that really ties in there is potential. Are you meeting your potential? That therein lies the difference of what a coach or just personal accountability can bring to a person. What you can do on your own is going to be one thing. But then if you want to meet the potential that you have inside of you, and we all have a lot more potential inside of us than we think. And that's where it's digging down deep to get to that point.
Sure. I want to take a step back and say, where I asked you a question of where you can find accountability. And you mentioned find a high performer. Search out a high performer, whether they're close to you in geography or not. You can find high performers anywhere, and there are folks that are out there that are, that would love to help, because let's just be honest, the ability and the internal just feeling of helping someone else, people love that. Mm-hmm. And so high performers love to help. There's no secrets in this success game. It's just a matter of doing, and there's folks that are willing to help.
Yeah, don't be scared of them.
Absolutely, they love it and they thrive on it. So finding an accountability partner may not be a high performer, just somebody that trust is going to say, hey, did you do this? Why didn't you do this? Yeah. Can we do it this week? So that's another one. A third one to me that really needs to be is your tribe. The people you hang around on a daily, weekly basis, monthly basis. These are the people that are influencing you so much just by their actions. And so I encourage you, if you're looking to take your game to the next level, look around at who you're spending time with on a daily basis, because the old quote that from Dr. Steve Maraboli, he says, if you hang out with chickens, you're going to cluck. Mm-hmm. If you hang out with eagles, you're going to fly. And that's so true. So everybody knows this. You're the product of the 5 people you're hanging around. So if you're looking to take your game to the next level, looking for accountability, look at the people you're hanging around with. They're going to hold you accountable if you're around the right people.
Yeah, and it's automatic accountability there. It's like, they're just holding you accountable just by being around them, whether it's on the low end or on the high end.
Absolutely. So let's get specific into the real estate world. There's a lot of real estate coaches out there. There's a lot of people that offer their services, and I encourage you to look around. They provide not only an inspiration, but they provide skill sets and ideas that can help you take your game to your next level. I know that's what you and I do on a daily basis. It's primarily our main goal. Priority number 1 is helping build up agents. That's number 1 thing that we do on a daily basis. So if you don't have that in your world and are looking for it, it's out there. Reach out. Brian and I are here. We're working with folks all the time. But if it's not us, reach out to someone within your brokerage or one of the national professional coaches. They've got folks that are doing this on a daily basis.
Absolutely. I want to take a step back too and go back to that personal accountability. One thing that really, really, really is good for this is always have your action steps visible. Always be able to look and see what you're supposed to be doing on a daily basis. That's what holds you accountable, whether it be writing in a journal or having just a sticky note. I know everybody's like, oh, I don't want to do sticky notes anymore, but having that in front of you on a daily basis helps to hold you accountable to get these things done.
Absolutely. It's the small things. It's so simple. This is not a complex game. Achieving greatness is just a matter of doing the small things better than everybody else. There's no magic pill. There's no golden arrow that's going to, shoot the success right out of the sky for you. It's just doing those small things and keeping them in front of you and making them top of mind.
Yeah, I mean, you'll hear me say this over and over probably as we're doing this, but everything is an inch, and if you tweak 1 inch a little bit, not make drastic changes in yourself or your business, but tweak just 1 inch and do that on a daily basis, you will get so much further than you would have if you just kind of ran through and didn't adjust.
Absolutely. Be a little better today than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Will Smith has a famously quoted, his goal is to just be a little bit better today than he was yesterday. And if you do that every single day, it's amazing what the life-changing results are.
Yeah.
Guys, accountability's there. You have to seek it first within yourself. Then you have to seek external accountability. If you're looking to take your game, whether personal, professional, spiritual, whatever, all aspects of your life, financial, accountability is important for all aspects of your life. And having those accountability partners is key. It's helped us in our world, it's one of those things that if you don't have it, your dreams, it's much more difficult to achieve those lofty dreams that you've set for yourself.
Agreed. Yep.
Awesome. Guys, it's been a fantastic conversation today on a topic that a lot of people in their minds want. And as Brian said at the beginning, they want it until they have it. But hopefully your dreams are more important than the pain of being held accountable. And look forward to talking with you more about that. If you need anything, we are available. Brian, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.
Yeah, you as well.
Awesome.